Oh my God. This is my facial expression after WWDC 2019. I love Apple again. I love Apple again. What they showed us in this WWDC or Worldwide Developers Conference is that they're still in the game. Apple brought something that we really wanted for a long time in some aspects. Showed us something we didn't even know we wanted in some aspects. And basically it amazed me just to watch this almost 2.5 hour long presentation, or 2 hours long presentation. So strap yourself in because this is going to be a long one. I'm going to go through everything that Apple announced on June 3rd, 2019. There is a new iOS, it's iOS 13. There is a new iPadOS, so it's not iOS 13 anymore on the iPad, or not iOS 12 on an iPad anymore, it's iPadOS. Then we have a new macOS, we have a new tvOS, watchOS, and grab onto your seats, we have a new MacPro. So let's start with the smallest screen of them all. It's the Apple Watch. Apple started off with the Apple Watch in their developers conference. And what we see is we have new faces, there are new activity trends over time, we can discover like cycle tracking, we can have app purchases on device. We have a different app store for the Apple Watch, which is amazing because you don't need your iPhone anymore for your Apple Watch. I love it. So if we just check out their website, that's where all the relevant pictures and info is. We see these gorgeous new designs for their watch faces. They have delivered more watch faces this year than combined all the years prior. So we have a lot of things to choose from. I'm very interested in the App Store and how developers will actually be making apps for the Apple Watch. New watch faces, as you can see, really cool compilations. We have enhanced Siri, we have App Store, we have activity trends that show not only how you did in a day, but compared to a 90-day graph and compared to 365 days. Also, it shows if you're doing better than the compared period or worse, and then it gives you suggestions on what you can do. For the ladies, you out there, you have cycle tracking now, so you can actually track your periods, and it will let you know when it's coming. Also, a very, very cool feature, I think, is hearing health. So if you have an Apple Watch on you, it's actually monitoring the sounds around you, but it's not recording. It's absolute privacy. And throughout the whole keynote, Apple was very, very conscious to say that they are not recording anything. They are not seeing anything. It's full of encryption. Nothing is going through and no one can hear what you're saying. So hearing health is actually an app on your Apple Watch that looks around and sees how loud everything is and can actually, when it goes to 11, then you take 5. Which means if it gets too loud, it can actually cause hearing damage. So it will alert you if your surroundings are too loud and you should, plug your ears in or do something or go away from there. Let's say you're at a concert for a very, very long time and it can really damage your ears. I think it's a very, very good application, and it's really cool. As you can see, data is yours. Apple Watch unlocks many powerful personal experiences while keeping your private information under lock and key. And when you back it up to iCloud, your data will remain encrypted and protected. Now, they've redesigned the health app on the iPhone to show more, and you can actually see summaries. You can see more in-depth detail of every aspect of your health. It's overall a better application, and it looks pretty cool. watchOS 6 is compatible with Series 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Series 0, no, obviously, but Series 1, you're good to go, and yay! And now we go to iOS 13. But before they went into detail, Tim Cook said that this is the highest install base they've ever seen on iOS 12. 85% of the people updated to iOS 12. In comparison, Android only 10% of the people updated to Android 9. And this is huge because even the older iPhones are having iOS 12 on them. Means they get the latest and greatest features. They can do more. There's a lot more potential with the older phones as well, and customer satisfaction is through the roof. Now, with iOS 13 takes a dramatic new look with dark mode. It also brings fun and functional updates to Photos, Maps, Messages, and more, as well as new features to help you manage your privacy and security. I really love that. I really love how it just really goes against Google and Facebook, and it's amazing. Let's see what they have. So a whole new look, a whole new level. iOS 13 introduces a bold new look, major updates to the apps you use every day, new ways to help you protect your privacy, and improvements across the entire system that make your iPhone even faster and more delightful to use. Fantastic. Now, first of all, dark mode. We've been waiting for this for a long time. We've had speculation about dark mode for over 4 years now, maybe 3 years. It's finally here and it looks fantastic. Now it's in all of their stock applications, which is great. Dark mode introduces a dramatic new look for iPhone. It's thoughtfully designed to make every element on the screen easier on your eyes and seamlessly integrate throughout the system. And it's simple to turn from Control Center or set automatically turn on at night. It turns on automatically at night, which is fantastic. Photos and camera have been redesigned as well. So, portrait lighting control. You have a wide range and a wide variety of how you can take portrait photos from now on. You have this high key mono effect, which is basically white, and they said that you can actually set how much brightness you want on your face. So if you want more, it'll take away all the scars and whatever you have on your face, but it smoothens things out. Basically, it smoothens things out. New curated view of your best moments from every day and year. So redesigned Photos application. You have a lot of duplications on your photos. This will clear the clutter. Basically, you have a day view, a month view, a year view, and it will put the best pictures into those compilations, and you won't have to, browse through all the copies and all the 23 pictures of the dog in the same position you were trying to shoot, for the best picture. I love it. I love it. They've went and redesigned editing. It's a little bit simpler, but it has a lot of more controls in there, so you can really get in there and really do your stuff. Also, finally, flip your videos and crop your videos and put effects on your videos, which is amazing. I've been using applications to flip my videos for over 3 years now, and it's just such a simple thing, and now it's finally going to be in the application. I love it. There's a lot more controls in there. Nearly every tool and effect you use on your photos can be used on videos, including rotate, crop, and auto enhance. I can't wait to get in there. Now, privacy and security. This is one of the best features in terms of security and what I'm really excited to use. A simple way to sign into apps and websites that represents your privacy. When you log into an application, you have sign in with Facebook or sign in with Google. Now, there's going to be another button, sign in with Apple. And what Apple does is they won't give out your personal data. They will give out your name, and that's it. But you can actually control if you want to give them your email. Now, some of these applications require an email address. What Apple does is they generate an email for you. And if you get an email to that email, it'll forward it to your normal email. So the developers and the applications will never know what kind of email you have. Absolutely awesome, and your security is really good. Now you can sign into apps and websites with the Apple ID you already have, no filling out forms or creating new passwords. Just tap sign in with Apple after a quick Face ID or Touch ID confirmation. You're all set. Apps can ask only for your name and email address, and if you prefer, we can create a unique email address that forwards to your real one. We won't track your activity, and you're in control of your data. There you go, Google and Facebook. Footage from home security cameras contains our most personal and sensitive data, so we designed an end-to-end encryption system where your video is stored securely to iCloud, where only you and the people you invite into your home can view it. It's free with your iCloud account and doesn't count against your storage plan. Amazing. We build your privacy into everything we do, and iOS 13 is no different. New location controls and transparency features help you stay more in control of your data. Choose to allow apps access your location just once, and there are more protections than before from people who want to track you without your permission. So a very new feature is you can actually let apps use your location data once, and that's it. Now, they've done a lot with maps. They took a step backwards and they're focusing on the United States. They've enhanced their map application and they've done tremendous work in terms of what we've seen in WWDC right now. Obviously, there is a street view. They call it 3D experience. That's you plan around 360 degrees and move seamlessly down the streets. More in depth, a lot better. In the map applications, you can set favorites, homework, school, and your favorite coffee shop are just a tap away. Build lists of local must-see spots and places you want to visit on your next vacation and share them with your friends. That's really cool because you want to go around, you want to see places, you can put a list together in the map application and then send it off to your friends, and everybody has everything. Siri, there's a new voice to Siri, which is really cool, more human-like, not 100% human, but it's a really good enhancement. Siri has a new voice using advanced neural text-to-speech technology. Just wait until you hear it. They demoed it. It's really cool. Siri Shortcuts comes built into iOS 13, and it actually is more proactive. It helps you build together these shortcuts more easily. So when you open the application or once you start using the phone, it'll be more effective and it will show a lot more things. Also, you have personalization to HomePod. Now, finally, HomePod can distinguish between voices. So you have, users. It can tell if your dad is speaking to it, your mom, your sister, you, anyone. So when you say play my playlist, it will play your playlist. And if someone else says that, it will play their playlist. We really needed this. Now, AirPods are getting an update too, which is really cool. Siri can now read incoming messages aloud. So you don't have to stop what you're doing and pick up your phone, which is really cool. They demoed it with a guy on the bike, and he got a message, and Siri read it immediately, and then he responded immediately. It was very fast, very effective. You still look stupid talking in the gym to just out loud. You can share what you're listening to or what you're watching. So let's say you're on the plane and you're watching a movie and you want your friend to watch it too, and they have an AirPod. You can just share the stream so you guys can both enjoy the audio. Split audio, basically. Audio sharing with AirPods. Pair two sets of AirPods to one iPhone and enjoy the same song or movie along with a friend. And it's really quick. It's really simple. Just click a button and there you go. Memoji and messages. Finally, they found a good solution to Memoji, which I've been looking forward for because I don't use it. I'm probably not the age range they're looking for, but the younger generation might be using it. But now you can actually make stickers out of your Memoji, and it will replace your emojis. So when you give the love eyes or you give the mind blown or whatever, it will send your face instead of the yellow face. And there's a ton more, customization. Swift typing coming to the iMessage application. Also, you can set your profiles now in iMessage, which is really cool. Just like WhatsApp, you have a picture, you have your phone number, email, whatever you want to share with other people, you can. They won't be able to find you unless you text someone when they can see your profile picture. But now it's the empty pictures are gone. Reminders app has got a really cool upgrade. The all-new Reminders app makes it easier to create reminders with smart lists, powerful Siri intelligence, and more. Now it's even easier to create and organize reminders. A quick toolbar lets you add dates, times, locations, flags, photos, and more. And Siri suggests reminders you might want to add, like creating a reminder while you make plans in messages. So you want to share a reminder, you want to share tasks, you can do it from the Reminders app. This is a bit going towards Slack and Facebook Workplace, but not there yet, but getting close. Quick toolbar. Use the new quick toolbar to add times, dates, locations, flags, photos, and scan documents to your reminders. Smart lists are more helpful, automatically organizing your reminders and grouping them flagged, scheduled, and today. CarPlay has gotten a great update as well. It's more of a dashboard now, so you can see more information on your car's display than before. You can have the map there, you can have time to destination, you can have music, you can have, a HomeKit, or like open the garage door, or your calendar, or an upcoming message, or whatever. Get a view of your whole day while you're on the go. Just tap to get directions or dial into a meeting. Now, Apple Music now showcases album art, so it's easier to find the perfect soundtrack for your road trip. iOS 13 brings some amazing performance upgrades. So iOS 13 is even faster than iOS 12. For example, Face ID now unlocks 30% faster. Apps will launch up to 2 times faster than before and be smaller in download size. Oh my god. So much more. Apple Arcade play over 100 groundbreaking new games while storytelling, design, and blah blah blah. For the email, text formatting tools in Mail, now you can write professional looking email on the go. Formatting options that include font size, color, alignment, indenting, and outdenting text, numbered, and bulleted lists. In the Notes app, new and improved notes, a gallery view, and more powerful search to help you find whatever note you need right where you need it. The new checklist option helps you get more done, and shared folders make it easier to collaborate with others. A more personalized health app. It's easier than ever to access the information that matters most to you, and now there's a cycle tracking to help you gain. Oh my god, we haven't even talked about Safari, an improved start page for Safari, updated start page features, Siri, favorites can frequently be visited, websites where you quickly get what you want. More advanced file application, access, manage, and organize files stored on external drive. External drive support, finally, for the files application. In Safari, you have a download manager. Smarter ways to share. You have a new share sheet. Font management. You can actually download your favorite fonts from like Adobe fonts or wherever you want. Here's a full list of what's new. Look at this. Look at this. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I didn't think that there will be so much updates, and it's amazing. I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and not even at the half yet. It is amazing. Just look at Safari over here. I went past it really fast. Where's Safari? Safari. Updated start page, download manager, website view menu, photo upload resize, per site setting, page zoom, jump to open tab from smart search field, save open tabs bookmarks, expand the email sharing options, weak password warnings, iCloud end-to-end encryption. Look, it's freakishly amazing. As you can see, iOS 13 is compatible with 10s, 10s Max, 10R, 10, 8, 8 Plus, 7, 7 Plus, 6s, 6s Plus, iPhone SE, and iPod Touch, the 7th generation. Amazing. Now, guys, we are nowhere close to ending this episode because the next one is iPadOS. And we go into iPadOS. They introduced iPadOS. It's a new thing. We wanted iOS 13 on the iPad, but they just went a different route. So they're taking the right way because you need to separate the two. It's different. What's in the name? Quite a bit, actually. All right, slide over and split view, which is really cool. So first of all, on the home screen, you can just slide and you have your tabs over there and the widgets and whatever you want. So it's on one screen. It's not it was ugly on iOS 12. It's more screen sensitive this time. Also, if you have a tab open, like you have your Files app, and then you open another tab on that, and you just slide in from the right side, now you have a different, basically, multitasking way of going through those tabs as well, and it's really quick and really efficient. You have tabs for applications. You can put 2 notes side by side. You can put 2 Word documents side by side. You can do a lot more with this iOS. A new home screen. Pin your favorite Today View widgets on the home screen and see it at a glance. It's amazing how it looks. You can put your weather, your calendar, whatever you want. Apple Pencil got a really cool update as well. A new set of tools are redesigned in a palette that you can shrink and move anywhere. You can mark everything. So you have a PDF, a website, whatever you want, you can mark it up easily and quickly. You can extend your MacBook screen on your iPad. Amazing. It's amazing. Text editing, copy, paste, undo with 3 fingers. So you just slide in for copy, again for cut, and then again to paste on a different location. You can just use your finger to put the cursor anywhere. Just drag over it. It's a lot more easier. No more magnifying glass, no more little place to pick. It's easy. The iPad keyboard can shrink so you can have one-handed typing. New keyboard shortcuts, very, very helpful. New fonts available from everywhere, basically. The Files application, great update to the Files application. You can do a lot more. Now, if you want to upload your pictures from your camera, you can do that just plug it in and it goes to your Files application. You can add external storage. Finally. Now, file servers. You have file servers available on the Files app. Connect an external hard drive, SD card reader, and yes, even a USB drive. Fantastic. Safari can do a lot more. Browsing the internet on iPad is so immersive. It's like holding the web in your hands. Yes, yes, yes. You have a download manager. You can download stuff, and it's not going to go in your photos. It's not going to go everywhere. You can download it. It's going to be probably in your Files application, or you're in your downloads manager on Safari. Dark mode is coming to the iPad as well. Privacy and security to sign in with the Apple ID basically everywhere. You get all the updates that are on iOS 13 and a lot more. So you get the performance, you get the photos, you get the video. It's just freaking amazing. Compatible devices, iPad Air 2, 3rd generation, iPad Air 3rd generation, iPad Mini 4, Mini the 5th generation, iPad 5th generation, iPad 6th generation, 9.7-inch iPad Pro, 10.5-inch iPad Pro, 11-inch iPad Pro, and 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Whew. We're almost done. Hang in there. The next one is macOS. Dive into the new music app, Apple Podcasts, Apple TV, apps for blah, 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 yap, yap, yap. Cool. So first, the new Mac operating system is called Catalina. Now, the biggest news is they've split up iTunes. So now we have a music app, a TV app, and a podcast app. And if you want to plug your phone in to sync, it's going to open in your File Explorer, in your Finder. Yes, that's the way to do it. Yes. Music, TV, and podcasts take a center stage. You get different applications for all of them. And they're really, really quick because they're lightweight applications. Also, the apps you love right on your Mac. So they've built a really easy tool for developers to convert your iPad apps to your Mac, which is amazing. And we've seen like Asphalt and other kind of developers say that they could port their game within days to the Mac. Again, you get the updates with the photos, the same things I've said, same things with the notes, reminders. Safari got an update. Extend your desktop with your iPad. Really cool. It works wirelessly and wired, so that's really, really great. And you can use your Apple Pencil to draw on the iPad. So like if you connect like draw pads to your Macs, you don't need a draw pad anymore. You have your iPad now. And it works amazing. Express your creativity with Apple Pencil. Bring the ease and precision of Apple Pencil to your favorite creative Mac apps with Sidecar. Sidecar is the way you connect. Now, also on the iPad with the Apple Pencil too, they've brought down the latency to 9 milliseconds. Now it was 20. With a new operating system, it's 9 milliseconds. You can mark on your Mac as well, so you see what's on your Mac on the other screen, just mark up and, send it off. Affinity Photo, Adobe Illustrator, Cinema 4D, everything is supported. You get screen time on the Mac, which is really great because like I work a lot and I want to see how much I work on my Mac, and actually I don't want to see how much I work on my Mac. Also communication limits, whatever you put in for your screen time for your children, it will work on their Mac too. Increased security and greater privacy, which is always a key. The Apple T2 security chip keeps your Mac secure by ensuring that you're running trusted software automatically encrypting your secure data. It also provides secure authentication for Touch ID and secure payments, Apple Pay, blah, 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 blah. Now, we have a new application called Find My. Find My is basically a Find My Friends and Find My iPhone application all together. Love that. You can zoom into your second display, hover, text. I'm really, really, really happy about this update. Now it's running on MacBooks later than 2015, MacBook Air later than 2012, MacBook Pro later than 2012, Mac Mini later than 2012, iMac later than 2012, iMac Pro later than 2017, and it's running on the new Mac Pro. That's it. That's the last part. Mac Pro. Oh my God. Introducing the most configurable and expandable and powerful Mac ever designed and engineered to meet the diverse demands of professionals, Mac Pro is built for total flexibility and unity. And you have a Pro Display XDR. The first 32-inch Retina 6K display is on its way with extreme dynamic range, industry-leading brightness, remarkable contrast ratio, and wide color gamut. It's the world's best Pro display. Now the display is everything gorgeous and beautiful. It has its price. It's very, very expensive. But then again, everything is else on Apple's list, but it's still cheaper for pros to go with the Apple option than other similar products. So guys, I think I've left out a lot of things. I just tried to run through this and say as much as I could about Apple's WWDC 2019 keynote, and I think it's amazing. I think what they've done this year is extraordinary. I think I see the vision of where Apple is going. So they separated their iPad operating system from their iPhone operating system. I see that they want to achieve that all of the applications that are on the iPad should go to the MacBook as well, or the macOS, which will boost the Mac App Store, which is fantastic. We need apps on the Mac. Very much so. Then, probably next year, we're going to see the same thing happening with the iPhone apps on the Mac. And then everything works with everything fantastically. Guys, I really want to know what you think. What's your favorite part of this whole update from Apple? We've seen software, we've seen hardware, we've seen everything we've wanted, and even more. Thank you very much for watching, and until my next video, don't forget to stay safe and hang loose.